Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Emily, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the 10 books that I'm hoping to read in December. I make this video every single month without fail, and I don't think I've ever actually stuck to the TBR that I put in place, but I have a good feeling about this one. I feel like this is going to be one of the months where I actually get a lot of these done, because these are books that I've been anticipating to read for a really long time. So if my reading slump doesn't fuck me over, I think I will get a lot of these done. Before I get into the 10 books, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoy it. As usual, my social medias will be on the screen and all linked in the description if you wanted to check those out. But without rambling on too much, let's just get straight into the 10 books that I'm hoping to read. So I'm actually going to start off with the 2 books that I don't have physical copies for because they are coming out in December. These releases I am so beyond excited for. I don't think I've really been this excited for book releases before. So the first one is Never by Jessa Hastings, which is her first ever fantasy novel. I am currently up to the last book in the Magnolia Parks universe, and all of those books have been 6-star reads for me. Her writing is just something else. I have never read writing that is so easy to read and fast paced. I actually timed myself and I read 100 pages of a book in that series in 1 hour. Like, that is so quick for me to read. I feel like her writing you just breeze through. If you've been keeping up with Jessa Hastings' Instagram, you probably would have been seeing all of the hype that she's made around this book and the world she's created and everything so far, and it just looks absolutely stunning. I'll include some pictures on the screen that she has posted because it's giving fairy tale, and I'm so excited to read it. I think it's coming out in like a week and I will be reading it straight away, and I feel like the book's gonna become my whole personality. And then the other book that I'm really excited about, I'm kind of confused whether it's coming out in December or January, because on my Amazon it says January but everyone's saying it comes out in December, and that is Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, which is the second book that comes after Divine Rivals. You can see my copies up here. I loved Divine Rivals so much. I think it was such a beautiful story and unlike anything I've ever read before, and again it was so magical, so whimsical. I just loved everything about it, and I'm so excited to see where the relationship goes in the next book. I feel like it's going to be even better than Divine Rivals, and I'm hoping that I can get my hands on it in December because the sooner the better. And I've seen a bunch of people receive ARCs for it so far. I haven't actually seen any reviews of it, but I'm jealous of every single person that received an ARC for that book because I would have done anything to receive an ARC for that book. Not much I can do about that. I'm just really excited for the day that it shows up at my front door. Now that those 2 releases are out of the way, I'm going to go over the physical books that I have that I'm very excited to read. The first physical book I have is Heartless by Elsie Silver, which is the second book in the Chestnut Springs series. I absolutely loved Flawless, which is the first book in the series. I gave it 5 stars and it was so easy to read, so page turning and quick, and for some reason I just haven't picked this one up yet. I'm filming a YouTube video where booktubers are going to pick the books that I read for a week, and this one was chosen by someone a couple of months ago, so that will be included in this video. I just haven't been in the mood to read it or film that video for a couple of months, so it's a little bit delayed, but hopefully I film it this month because I am trying to do Bookmas for 12 days, so it'll probably be included in that. I've heard that this one and Powerless are like people's favorites in the series, so I'm a little bit scared that this one's not going to live up to the hype for me because I think people either love this one or don't really like this one at all, so I'm hoping that I'm one of the people that loves this. The next book I'm hoping to read in December is Dragon Rider by Taran Matharu. This was actually sent to me as an ARC, so this book doesn't come out till April or May next year. I had not heard anything about this until it showed up at my front door, and I'm so intrigued by this book. It is so beautiful. Like, I don't think I've ever seen such a beautiful ARC before. Also, I don't think I've ever received a physical ARC before. I've definitely had ARCs like on my Kindle and as ebooks, but I don't think I've ever gotten a physical one, so this is so exciting for me, and I already know that I'm going to love this book. I can just tell it's going to give the most magical fairy tale fantasy vibes ever, and I'm excited to give you guys my review on it before it comes out so you can get excited for it too. The next one we have is Mile High by Liz Tomford, which is the first book in the Mile High series. This will also be included in the Booktubers Choose My Books for a Week video. You will see who chose this one for me, and honestly I've just been putting this off because it's giving me very summery vibes, and I've been waiting to read it in the right season. So now that we're going into the warmer weather, as I'm sitting in my hoodie today because it's raining and cold, I feel like it's going to be the perfect time to read this. And then of course if I love this I will go into the rest of the series, and they are waiting for me on my shelf already. I'm already prepared for finishing this and going into those ones straight away. The next one we have is Weapon by Lynette Noni, which is the second book that comes after Whisper. Now Now, I feel like I've inspired a lot of people to read Whisper because I just talked so positively about it, but for some reason I'm too scared to go into this one. I've heard that this one is better than Whisper. I'm just scared it's not going to live up to that hype for me because Whisper was amazing. Like, I was so pleasantly surprised by that book, and it was like my first ever sci-fi. I wasn't expecting to love a sci-fi, but I did, so very much hoping that I get to this. It'll be very, very fast paced because the writing in these books are quite big and the chapters are really short. Like, they're just really easy to get through, and it's also set in Australia, so that makes it more exciting as well. The next book I have is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. When I tell you, I was literally searching for this book for months, and then I've had it for about a month and still haven't read it because I've been in the biggest book slump for the past 2 months. I am really hoping that I get to this. I'm definitely going to annotate the books in this series as well because I can just tell they're going to be really like beautifully written and very lyrical. From what I've heard, this book is like everyone's top book of the year. Like, I have not heard one negative review about this book, and that's kind of what I'm scared about as well, because often when books are like very hyped up, they don't live up to the hype for me. But I just have a feeling I'm really gonna love this. I just have to go into it when I'm ready and not in a slump, because I feel like if I'm going into it and pushing through it when I'm in a bit of a slump, I'll probably ruin the feeling for myself and probably ruin the book for myself. So I definitely need to go into this when I'm in the right mindset for it, but I'm really hoping I like it. I feel like I'm kind of late to the train, but oh well. Okay, we have 3 books to go. So the next one is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This is also the first book in a series and will also be included in the BookTubers Choose My Books for a Week video. So definitely get excited for that vlog. I've got 3 books for that video and I'm very excited for all of them. Honestly, I don't really know what this is about. I just know that it is a very like beginner friendly fantasy book and really easy to follow. And as someone that's only gotten into fantasy books in the last few months, that is like a positive for me because I get scared going into really intimidating fantasies still, but I do feel like this will be really easy for me to get through, and I feel like I'm really going to love this. Also, the cover of this book is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's like some creature on the front cover with like a city in the picture as well. Like, it's so detailed and I just love it so much. Like, it just makes me that much more excited to read the book. The next one we have is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. This is actually my Fable Book Club's December pick. So if you haven't joined my book club on Fable, make sure you go and do that. The link will be in the description as well. It is completely free to join. We almost have 1,000 members, which is absolutely insane because it's like 1,000 people buddy reading one book together. And it just makes the experience so much more fun and exciting, and I'm very excited to read this with everyone in the book club. I made a video a couple of months ago on books that I wanted to read for Christmas time in December, but I'm not in the mood for any Christmas books, to be honest. Maybe after I read this I'll be in the mood for more Christmas romances. I'm just scared that they will put me in a slump because I'm already in a slump and I don't want any books to make it worse. And then the last book that I'm hoping to read in December is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. This is the 3rd book in the Boys of Tolman series. I've read Binding and Keeping 13 and absolutely loved both of them. They were both 6-star reads. I'm so excited to see how Joey and Eve met. I hope I said her name correctly because I'm a little bit confused on how to say her name, but I'm just so excited to see how their relationship actually started, because their relationship is so up and down that we see in the first 2 books, and you can just tell they have so much love for each other. And I know this book is going to break my heart, but that just makes it even better. I'm so excited to continue this series and I'm so happy that we finally have them printed in Australia. Yeah, that was the 10 books that I'm hoping to read in December. Hopefully I do get a lot of these done because I do have high hopes for myself this month, but it is a very ambitious TBR. 10 books is a lot to put on my physical TBR to say that I'm going to read them, but we'll see how I go. I'll definitely get a few of these done because I'm so excited about every single book on this TBR. But that concludes the end of this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. As I said at the beginning, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video if you enjoyed it because it really helps me out. Again, my social medias will be on the screen and linked in the description, so if you wanted to check those out, definitely go and do that. My book club on Fable will also be in the description to go and join for free because it is so fun to buddy read the books all together. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you again so much for watching and I hope to see you guys in my next video.